Hey guys, long time no speak. So I did actually record a dev talk in tea in like November, and I watched it back and I really didn't like it, and then December was crazy and January has been long and crazy, so I thought I'd maybe do like a little catch-up vlog refresh ready for February. I've seen a lot of vlogs like this, and I really find them therapeutic. So I'm gonna try my best to evoke a similar kind of vibe. I don't know, it's the first time I'm doing one of these, so maybe it's good, maybe it's not, I don't know, I'm still learning about a lot of this YouTube-y stuff. So you're probably thinking at this point, well, what are you doing? Where's the game dev side of things? And it is still going on. It is very boring to film. You'd be surprised at the amount of PowerPoint presentations that you do as a game developer. So it would be boring to kind of film my face all the time because I wouldn't show you my screens because I would be in a lot of trouble. So I'm still working, it's still a work day. I'm just checking in every now and again and giving you little updates. As for like a little refresh, renew for February, I'm going to take you through some of my little rituals I like to do every month, and that includes a little bit of tidying, a little bit of reorganizing, and then every month I like to sit down and meditate and do a tarot reading for myself. I really enjoy tarot. Otherwise, I have been getting into writing and journaling for this year. I did it a little bit last year and everything fell off the bandwagon. So this year I want to really commit to it, and I did it for January, and I'm going to go over with you now in a second what my goals were for January and a couple of things that I kind of want to achieve long term or in the first 4 months. I have been using a specific journaling technique. I don't know, I'm still kind of new to the journaling world, from a YouTuber called Angie Bell. I can't remember her last name now. I thought that she was in depth enough but not like too overwhelming to kind of set yourself realistic SMART goals, which is something I prefer rather than like a resolution. I like to set achievable goals that you can measure against things. So I'm gonna go through those now to see what I've accomplished and what I haven't, and then we will go through the ones that I want to accomplish this month, and then we might do another check-in at the end of February and see how they've progressed. Okay, so the idea is every month you sit down and you do a top 10 goals that's kind of based off of an existing wheel of life, which has 10 categories. So you kind of want to try and set yourself a goal based off each category, and the categories are like career, romance, health, growth, creativity, family. You kind of get the idea, just to try and check in with all those 10 key categories of your life. So for January, I didn't do specifically one for each category because there was a couple that were overlapped that I wanted to get moving in January. So my first goal is to lose some weight. I don't know if I've achieved that because I've not weighed myself since the beginning of January. So we'll see if that is the case. The second one, which is kind of the more important one, which is the actual, can I get up and actually start exercising again? Because last year was not good for exercise for me whatsoever. I was in a terrible place and I did not put my health where I should have put it. So I want to do the Yoga with Adriene 30-day challenge, which I usually do every single year, and I fell off it really hard last year. So I want to do the 30-day challenge, her new one center, and I did. I finished it today. So that one is a big check, and I'm really happy I did that because I feel so much better for doing it. Yoga is one of the only things I can consistently do without being like, ugh, because I hate the gym with a passion. Finish a book. And the book I had in mind was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. And I did. I finished that last week, actually. So this is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zavine. I finished it last week. It looks like a huge chunk book, but it's actually not too long to read. It's fairly an easy read. It was really interesting. I wanted to read it for a little while. I got it last year. It is, if you're interested, it is about 3 game developers who make a game in the 90s in college together, and it's kind of like how different games and these projects and these games that they make, how it shapes their lives and relationships with the 3 of them. I thought it was really nice. I fell off it a little bit. It didn't grab me as much as I wanted, but I still enjoyed it. And I felt like, compared to other sort of fictional portrayals of video game like development in media, it was, there was an element that felt really grounded because it was set in the past and it used things that have actually happened in the games industry and releases that have happened in the games industry. It felt really grounded and real, even though these characters were completely fictional. So I recommend, definitely, check it out. The next one was Plan 6 months of boudoir content. And if you don't know, I do a little bit of boudoir, like fantasy elven boudoir on the side. I have like a little Instagram thing. So I did sit down and I planned out all the different styles and characters, because this year I'm kind of leaning more onto cosplay rather than original characters like I did last year. And I have a shoot this week that's already planned. I've got another shoot that I need to finish booking, and then I've got kind of a list of characters that I'm going to slot through. So I'm going to say I achieved that because I sat down and I wrote out what it is I want to do for the whole year. So I think I achieved that one. I'm ready to go for that. Write a Fable video. I did not achieve this one. I completely forgot to do this. Last November I went to something called the Fable, which was like a BookTok inspired high fantasy, almost kind of like a LARP event without the hardcore role playing. I filmed, I vlogged through it, and there's a lot of interesting things, good and bad, that happened with it, and after and before. So I wanted to do something like that. I haven't written it, so that will be going into my February goals for my creativity, because that's one thing I've been wanting to do for the longest time, and I still haven't done it. Book a date night. Sean and I have been neglecting doing our monthly date nights. Usually we do once a month. Go somewhere, do something, doesn't have to be expensive, it's just putting out some time aside one evening of the month to just have for us, and that's it. And I did that. I booked January's date night. We went to a lovely place in Farringdon called the Chocolate Cocktail Club. It was so good. It was chef's kiss, so good. If you like cocktails, if you like chocolate, I mean, it kind of says on the tin, right? It's so nice. The atmosphere is really chill. You do have to pay for a ticket, but the ticket is essentially buying your first cocktail. So when you arrive, you get a choice of a cocktail and it's free. It's basically like you are pre-ordering your first cocktail in order to reserve your table. They also replace a lot of the milk with alternatives. They do soya. So if you can't drink milk or don't drink milk, they do soya alternatives to a lot of their cocktails, and yeah, it is so delicious. I have another goal which I can't tell you because it is very secret and I won't be able to tell you for a couple of months, but I have achieved it. The next one is buy a new monitor and sort out your monitors on my desk. Okay, so I had originally at my old job, I took home their 2 monitors when we were working home from the pandemic, and then when I moved jobs, obviously I had to give those monitors back, and I realised that I had one old, like 7-year-old monitor that is tiny. The resolution is really out of date for the video games that I now play on the PC, so I needed to upgrade. I bought one monitor and then use that as my second monitor, and now this month I have, in fact it's like literally right here, I don't know if you can see the box there. I still need to prep it. I still need to put it up, it's still not on my desk, but also months ago I bought one of those stands for your monitors, where you have a dual stand and you put it side by side. I am also, and have been filming since August. This is how long my desk renovation has taken me, because I've been buying like little things every single, well not little things, but a little bit every single month. Got a new desk, new monitors, trying to revamp my whole setup just to feel a little bit more comfy and cozy, working from home. And then also when your hobby is video games and you play a lot at your desk after work, I wanted to create this nice, cozy, just relaxed space where I felt like I would be super comfortable and it didn't feel like a chore to sit at my desk. It was something that I was looking forward to and was just very easy. So that's a big check. I have got the new monitor and I am going to sort it out today because it won't take me long. And done. The last one is for myself and my self-confidence, because it's been very woo over the past year. Take 6 selfies feeling confident and post them. So I've taken one over the past month. I still don't really get ready in terms of like, today I actually put makeup on and brushed my hair, so great win. I still struggle sometimes to get up out of bed with enough time and enough gumption to put on any effort unless I'm going into the office, and if I am going into the office then my priority is getting out the door as quickly as possible. And I used to get ready, and the night before I'd be excited because I had in mind the kind of look that I wanted to wear, like the kind of makeup, the kind of outfit I wanted to wear, because I felt very in touch with like my confidence and my expression through fashion. And the rubbish men are just outside now and they're gonna look at me like some sort of weirdo, so I'm gonna pause a second because I'm right next to the window and these guys are gonna stare at me. So they're my goals from last month. I am going to sit down and write my goals for this month, and then I will share them with you in a little bit. I'm going to carry on with a little bit more work now. Drink my little warm concoction of fruit and honey, and I will speak to you in a little bit. Come on then, Pep. So I went away and did another few goals for the month. I don't know why I said it like that, but goals. So for February, we're going to continue on the journey and lose a little bit more weight. Also start my 5-day workout routine. Now that I've completed my 30 days of yoga, I'm gonna pop it down to 5 days a week and just do consistent but short bursts of exercise, to try and treat it as a bit of a lifestyle change instead of like all like novelty. I'm gonna go to the gym for like an hour a week or 2 hours a week, and then I can't commit to that time, and just instead have like, oh hello little peppers. I've got a little puppy that wants to say hello, but you can't see her because she's out of frame. So yeah, just a 5-day workout routine I think is going to be more doable for me, more accessible, especially from home, because I have no excuse to not turn up to a gym, or there's gym equipment that is currently being used and I go home and I don't complete my workout, blah 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 blah. I have from last month, I've moved it over to this month, which is the Write the Fable video, and hopefully it'd be nice to film it as well, but I've just put write because it's going to be a big one. Then have to book a massage. So for Christmas, Sean got me a voucher for a local spa place, and I would like to book a massage as a little treat and just to keep my back feeling nice, because sitting down all day doesn't help my back at all. Next we have Get Halfway on my next book, which is the second book in the A Court of the Thorns and Roses series. It's the second one, and I can't remember what it's called now, the teal greeny looking one. I started it last night, I just read the first 2 chapters. I would love to get halfway through it this month. I say halfway because I'm trying to be realistic, and me being a scatterbrain and trying to do a million things at once, I can see myself only getting halfway through it rather than finishing it. So if I can get halfway, I'll be happy because it's quite a chunky book. finish setting up my space. So continuing on from like the monitor stuff I was talking about earlier, I want to finish a version 1 of my workspace and get it all nice and cozy, clean it up, add some accessories, maybe do some better cable management, and just get it into a place where I'm happy for the time being and I know I don't need to immediately or want to immediately do anything to it. That's what I'd like to do this month. Also coming from the January goals, the selfie thing, I have written down 10 selfies. I was meant to write 6, but I've written down 10. Again, just to kind of get myself up and ready in the morning and feel like I'm actually a human being and find some fun in getting ready again, I think would be nice. At number 8, I have posting this vlog. So I'm hoping within the next week I will edit this. It should be like a nice chill edit for me. I'm not having to worry about too much editing wise. And then post it and just kind of, yeah, see what happens. Refresh my wardrobe. So this month I had a huge clear out. The first weekend of the month we had a huge clear out of the entire flat. Chucked things away, gave things to charity, just cleaned every corner, like the cupboards, the food cupboards were all taken out and cleaned, everything. We even hired a carpet cleaner from Tesco's, and I wheeled it around town trying to bring it back home because it was so heavy, and I didn't realise it was going to be that heavy, but we rented it and then on the carpets. But that has left me with not kind of knowing what my style is anymore. Like I've got rid of the immediate pieces and given them the charity of things that I'm not really too fussed about or haven't worn in a while. But now I'm kind of thinking I need to refresh my sense of style and find what works for me, and maybe that will also help me build my confidence. I've also just noticed that you can see right into my bathroom, so you've got this wonderful view of my toilet roll right now. So I'm gonna just do this. The last goal I have for February is to book a professional boudoir shoot. Again, Sean, as a gift some point last year, got me a voucher for a professional boudoir shoot. And so I would like to do that experience and book that, put it in the diary and commit to it, go for it, because it's only really just been like me, myself and I, and maybe Sean. When I do my boudoir stuff at home, it's like literally, the bedroom and the front room, and I'm just gonna sit on the sofa or sit on the bed and put on this outfit and go, hey! So I've never done like a boudoir shoot like professionally before, so that would be really fun, and I'd like to push myself out of my comfort zone to do it, and I don't want Sean to have wasted his pennies by buying it for me. So yeah, that's going to be my February goals. Let's see if I complete them. Hello, it's pretty much the end of the day. Made myself a little dinner, a little salmon and spinach pasta, and yeah, that's kind of it for a February renewal. Renewal, refresh, restart, reset, all the words. So I'm going to do like my tarot stuff and my setting up my altar off camera. I like to spend some time just doing that with myself. And then get my pajamas on, play some video games, and then switch off a little bit earlier tonight, hopefully, and read a book. So I may have spent most of my evening playing video games, and it got to 10 o'clock, and I was like, ooh, need to go to bed now. So I have not done any of my tarot readings. So I will do that in the morning, but right now my priority is, oh well, Pepper. You look so demonic, baby. We're having cuddles with Pepper, and I'm going to go to sleep with a chocolate muffin is Owen Pepper, my demon hound. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you have a lovely day. I know this is crazy lighting, but hey, we're gonna roll with it. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.